All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessing to the elect of Yashala, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And blessings and salutations to you, Akim, out there and doing this truth across the four corners of the earth. Looking forward to the downfall and destruction of Babylon, also known as America, by way of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI's prophecies. Real quick lesson, we got the Purim coming up next month. I said next month, Slocky. Well, kind of, but next week actually. And so I just read into the story. I actually wasn't just gonna read a few chapters, but I just ended up reading all 10 of them. And I found a lot of points in there. And this one in particular, I want to deal with Hammond, okay, which was of the stock of the Agagites, okay, as you can see down here, or the Agagites, which he was the king of Amalek, man. So automatically, and the Lord said what? He will have war with Amalek forever, okay. But dealing with how the hatred that he had towards us, man. All right, it shows that good and evil. It shows that the balance, man. All right, it shows the balance how the Lord deal. That the righteous and the wicked seed. All right, so I'm just going to jump straight into it. This is Esther 3:6. It says, and I'm bringing this point out because later on the Wisdom of Solomon matches up with a beautiful point. It says, and he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had showed him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus, even the people of Mordecai. In the first month, that is the month Nisan, in the 12th year of King Ahasuerus, they cast that is the lot, before Haman from day to day and from month to month to be to the 12th month, that is the month Adar. And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom, and their laws are diverse from all people. Neither keep they the king's laws, therefore it is not for the king's profit to suffer them. If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed, and I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hands of those that have the charge of the business to bring it into the king's treasury. So, and that's how they feel. Of course, we know that, but they like to conceal that hatred. They like to deem themselves as the righteous, deem themselves as, the pure in all of that sense. And I'm going to wait on Esther 6 because I kind of got to get into this. But this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, and it speaks about how the wicked, all right, the ungodly, it calls them exact, they speak about only living once, doing this and doing that, but I want to start in 10. It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age, because they have no pity, they have no mercy, they have no compassion towards anything but wickedness. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. And that's how, woe to those who set up, who decree unrighteous decrees. That's how they justify their wickedness. And that's why I wanted to get this point in Esther, because that's how he went about to justify his wickedness. Is he tried to go to the king and make it seem like, oh, these people this and these people that, and at the end of the day it backfired. Okay, and the same thing is going to happen with this kingdom through YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Now, the Lord gave us this word, and we are supposed to go out and preach this word. We're supposed to be keeping it to our best abilities. But Esau wants he wants to try his best to stop the word, but at the end of the day, it's going to backfire on him, because he's just going to build on his rap sheet, and he's going to fulfill prophecy, man. Okay? And once he fulfilled prophecy, part of fulfilling prophecy is all the prophecies at the end of the day is going to come to pass. And part of that is the downfall of Esau, all right, and the rise of Jacob, man, as it says in 2nd Ezra. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is it that followeth. All right. It says, therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean, contrary to our doings. Yeah, they filthy. All right, and that's from having sex with animals and legalizing homosexuality and transgender and just their ways in general. All right, they're estranged from the womb. It says he upbraided us with our offending the law and objected to our infamy, the transgression of our education. And a good point was when John had rebuked, I believe it was Philip. It was one of the Herodians, if I'm not mistaken, but it was either Philip or the brother of Philip, and they put him to death for that. They put him to death for that. It says he professes to have, and he rebuked him on what? Adultery. All right, he rebuked him on adultery. It says he professes to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord, YAHAWAH. He was made to reprove our thoughts, because at the end of the day, it backfiring is going to cause us to get into our rulership, which is part of the prophecies, and we're going to go about establishing righteousness by YAHAWASHI, by the power of YAHAWASHI, and we're going to go about establishing righteousness upon the earth, man. All right. It says, he is grievous unto us even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstains from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed and maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father. And that's us to a T, man. That's us to a T. All right. It says, let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. And that is going to happen. All right. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. And that's why they continuously oppress us and keep us on the bottom. All right, because they don't want to see us. They don't want to see us rise to power. Okay, let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. Such thing they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness has blinded them. Their own wickedness has blinded them. They really think they're gonna fulfill and come out with their new world order, that they're gonna their houses and dwelling places shall you know, roughly paraphrasing, shall go on forever, that they're never going to be taken down, never going to be taken out of power, even though they have all the historical facts that all of these different empires have failed. All right, they have the historical facts of Nebuchadnezzar's dream, in a sense of they've seen the scriptures, they've read the scriptures, they matched them up with history. They seen Nebuchadnezzar was the head, that was the golden head. They seen the Persians and the Medes was the silver arms, and the Greeks was the brass, and then the iron, so on and so forth. They seen that come to pass, but you gotta remember that stone, man. Because that stone is what's gonna tear down that whole statue and put those crowns of those empires and those kingdoms upon his head, which is our big brother Yahawashi. Okay, that's going up into 18. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies, and that is going to happen once he send back our big brother. All right. I'm gonna get this first. So let me grab this just right quick, because this is a situation where it actually backfired on Haman. It says, Esther 6:6. So Haman came in, and the king said unto him, what shall be done unto the man whom the king delighted to honor? Now Haman thought in his heart, to whom would the king delight to do honor more than to myself? So Haman answered the king, for the man whom the king delighted to honor, let the royal apparel be brought which the king uses to wear, and the horse that the king rideth upon, and the crown royal which is set upon his head. And let this apparel and horse be delivered to the hand of the one of the king's most noble princes, that they may array the man withal whom the king delighted to honor, and bring him on a horseback through the streets of the city, and proclaim before him, thus shall it be done to the man whom the king delighted to honor. Now, he's giving him this extravagant uh gift, so to speak. All right, what should be done unto whom the king honored the most, because he thought the king would honor him the most. Okay, it says, then the king said to Haman, make haste and take the apparel and the horse, and thou hast as thou hast said, and do even so to Mordecai the Jew that sitteth at the king's gate. Let nothing fail of all that thou hast spoken. And Haman, if you read the story, of course, Haman hated Mordecai. It says, then took Haman the apparel and the horse, and arrayed Mordecai, and brought him on a horseback through the street of the city, and proclaimed before him, thus shall it be done unto the man whom the king delighted to honor. And Mordecai came again to the king's gate, but Haman hasted to his house, mourning and having his head covered. And Haman and Zeresh his wife and all his friends everything that had befallen him. Then told Zeresh his wife and all his friends everything that had befallen him. Then said his wise men and Zeresh his wife unto him, if Mordecai be the seed of the Jews, before whom thou hast begun to fall, thou shalt not prevail against him, but shall surely fall before him. Okay, and that day, that's how it is. You know that exactly what's going. The tables are going to turn, man. Okay, yeah, we on the bottom. We doing bad as a nation, but the Lord always had them chosen. The Lord always had what he said. There is a blessing in the cluster of grapes. All right. I have 7,000 men who have not bowed down their knee to Baal. The Lord always had those men, which why the scriptures speak of the spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. All right. And so let me end it off with this. This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Thou dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee, and thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin. So that cup that we had to drink of wrath and indignation and anger, that cup is going to be given unto Esau, man. Okay, and it's going to be given unto him double. All right. And that's all by way of the power, mercy, and grace of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, as well as his prophecies. All of this was written before time, man. All right. So, hey, with that, call halal, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessing to the elect of Yasharahla, and salutation and blessing to you, Akim, out there and doing this truth across the four corners of the earth, as well as you women and children that follow. Shalom.